Hey guys, how's it going? You guys have waited long enough for this video. I wish I could have given it to you as a Christmas present. But it took a little bit for us to get the chance to record it. Here is finally the thank you for letting us get to 4,000 roast of myself. I am the Mark Weber. You can find me on Twitter at the Mark Weber. But anyways, I guess let's get to it. I asked nicely for you guys to be kind, and you guys, I think, delivered. You guys were very nice to me. In fact, there weren't really that many of you guys having much to say, which personally, I feel that means that you guys all like me so much that you couldn't think of a single bad thing to say, except for 5 of you bastards. But besides that, you guys were pretty nice. Let's get through what some of these are. First of all, we have that I look like Menlo from Recess. Now, I never watched stupid shows like that, so I don't know who the hell that is, but I assume he is a beautiful man. So some of the other ones is that I look like a dad who would take his son to Home Depot every Sunday, and yes, I would, because I care about my son, and I want to foster a great father-son relationship, so that way, my kid's proud of me. Of course, other places I would take him is to the gym, to the football field, where he will develop a golden arm and lead the Chicago Bears to a Super Bowl. Actually, 4 Super Bowls. He will lead them to 4 Super Bowls because he will be that talented. And when he finally gets inducted in the Hall of Fame, he will say, "It's all because of my dad." Yeah, I know, right? You guys felt that chill as well, maybe shed a single tear. But anyways, let's see what some of these other ones are. A lot of these are just what I look like, which is interesting. Makes me think that maybe I don't have a personality or something like that. But Mark looks like one of those kids in 5th grade who sat in the corner and picked his nose from 15 years later, which is cool. I really was not very cool in 5th grade, so you guys are probably pretty accurate on that part. Pick my nose, not so much. I'm a little bit of a germ freak. I don't know if you guys know that. So that's a little much for me here. Let's look at some of these things that are not just what I look like. But this one is that I'm not nearly as talented as the similarly named counterpart, the Mark with 2 B's. Now, let's do this here. Let's go to Google and let's find out who Mark Weber with 2 B's, because I've never heard of this guy before. We have 2 options here. We have an actor and we have a race car driver. I don't really know which one of these guys you are referencing, but I actually look slightly similar to the race car driver. Maybe I'm complimenting myself a little bit there because he looks like he's a good-looking gentleman. But I don't know who either one of these guys are, so I actually disagree. I think I am just as famous as these people, if not more popular, more famous than any of these guys. So I think I've got them beat. Let's look over to the final one that I have here, is that, and this one I'm going to have to read directly. The bag behind you is less square than your square-ass face. I guess you embrace it with those square glasses. Your whole life is a square. Become a circle, then maybe you will come round to being understood as a normal person. Love the podcasts. Thanks, Kevin. You're a good man. But anyways, I like that you guys were pretty nice to me, especially compared to some of the other guys on the show. So I wanted to say nice things about the rest of Most Valuable Podcasts. I think that they deserve it. It's 2017. I want to start the year right. So I just wanted to give some compliments to my friends. These guys are all really good friends of mine. So let's talk about, let's talk about Ricky. You guys know Ricky. You guys love Ricky. One of the things in the early days is that we just got comments on our YouTube videos, mostly about Ricky. And Ricky, I'm so glad for you, man. We have such fewer comments in our comment section now about how fat you are. And that's awesome, man. I am so proud of you. 2017 is going to be a great year for you. I know it. Now, let's move over to Sean Anderson. You guys all love Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson is really just like our little brother. You don't want him around. You kind of get annoyed with him, especially when he talks about Tom Brady so much and the Patriots. Man, that guy loves Tom Brady. But your mom says that he has to hang out with you and your friends, so you let him. Sean, I know 2017 is going to be a great year for you, man. You're a great guy. You're very dear in my heart. So Let's talk about some other people here in the show. You guys know Brandon Swanson. I don't have anything good to say about Brandon. So you guys know Dave Oster, of course. Actually, maybe you don't know Dave Oster because he doesn't really do videos. You never see his face. But those of you who've been around on Most Valuable Podcast for a long time, you know that Dave Oster used to be a part of the Onside Kick. And there's a lot of things I like about Dave. He's a great guy. My favorite thing about Dave is that he's not on my show anymore. I fucking love that, Dave. 2017 is going to be a great year for you as well. So, of course, Mike Rankin, the real newest member to Most Valuable Podcasts, he came to us and he's got this great show idea, behind the pen. I don't really know if it's a baseball podcast or if it's a podcast about, how to write a really good college essay, but Mike has this great show idea, and I love it, Mike. You don't let that name limit you, because that does sound like a baseball podcast, right? But you don't let it limit you. No, you talk about the Chicago Bulls. You talk about the Chicago Cubs. You talk about the Chicago Jay Cutlers. You do what you want. And that's awesome, Mike. 2017 is going to be a great year for you as well. And I think 2017 will be a great year for Most Valuable Podcast. So stick around, guys. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done it already. And make sure that you're here for all of our videos. We got so much stuff coming up, guys. Thank you for checking out this roast. Thank you for being here all the way to 4,000. You guys are so amazing. Thank you very much.